How does ventilation work in mines? Have you ever thought about what it's like to work deep underground? It's not just about digging and hauling, it's also about breathing. So, how does ventilation work in mines? Let's break it down. Mine ventilation is essential for keeping the air safe and breathable for workers. Imagine being surrounded by rock and dust, with invisible gases lurking around. Good ventilation is vital to prevent serious health risks. At its core, ventilation uses both natural and mechanical methods to move air through tunnels and shafts. Natural ventilation relies on differences in air pressure and temperature between the surface and underground. Sometimes, the shape of the mine helps air flow in and out, but this isn't always reliable, especially in deeper mines. Mechanical ventilation is where it gets interesting. Large fans, often called main fans, are installed either at the surface or inside the mine. These fans push or pull air through the mine's network of tunnels. They ensure that fresh air reaches every area where people work. The air they move helps dilute and remove harmful substances like dust, diesel fumes, and gases such as methane, carbon monoxide, and carbon dioxide. There are two main types of ventilation systems. The first is the flow-through system, which acts like a highway for air. Air enters through one opening, travels through the mine, and exits through another. Regulators and doors help control the air's path. The second type is auxiliary ventilation, which uses smaller, temporary fans and ducting to get air into areas where the main system can't reach. Controlling airflow is crucial. Devices like doors, regulators, and air crossings direct air to where it's needed most. Sometimes, extra fans called booster fans are used to push air further into the mine. All this equipment runs on electricity, and powering these fans can consume a lot of energy, sometimes up to 1/3 of the mine's total power bill. Safety regulations are strict. The air must contain at least 19% oxygen and no more than 0.5% carbon dioxide in work areas. Explosive gases like methane must remain below specific limits to prevent fires or explosions. If the air quality deteriorates, workers could face serious health risks or even life-threatening situations. From the perspective of high-risk jobs, mine ventilation is a hidden hero. It may not be as exciting as storm chasing or as physically demanding as logging, but it is just as critical for survival. Without proper ventilation, mining would be nearly impossible. Workers would constantly face dangers from poor air quality and harmful gases. The professionals who design, maintain, and monitor these ventilation systems play a vital role in ensuring safety. They work behind the scenes to keep everyone safe in one of the most hazardous workplaces. In practice, ventilation systems must adapt to the mine's layout, the type of rock, and even the weather outside. Hot days can change how air moves underground, and dust from drilling or blasting needs to be cleared quickly. The presence of explosive gases means ventilation is not just about comfort, it is about life and safety. So, while mine ventilation may not grab headlines like other risky jobs, it is a vital part of mining safety. It combines engineering and quick thinking to keep the air safe for those who work underground. For anyone interested in the stories of unusual and dangerous jobs, mine ventilation is a perfect example of how unseen systems keep high-risk professions running and protect workers' rights.